Hello everyone, welcome back to Pride Reviews. As you can already tell what's gonna be on our today's topic, look no further than our extensive list of gay TV series, devised as part of our LGBTQIA+ inclusive media lists. If you're looking for a gay guy on guy fix from love stories to horrors and comedies, you're guaranteed to find something that will suit you in this list. So, grab a bucket of popcorn, kick back and enjoy some of the best gay series available from present times to the past. Also, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest contents.
Three best friends living in San Francisco share the nuances and complexities of contemporary gay relationships as they explore a variety of options, both in love and in life. They are unified by their close bond, but their search for happiness and intimacy has taken them on separate paths. Patrick is a 29-year-old video game designer who is dating again after his ex's engagement. Augustin, 31, is apprehensive about choosing monogamy and domesticity instead of the excitement of city life. And longtime waiter Dom is at a crossroads as middle age approaches and his romantic and professional goals remain unfulfilled. The trio's lives unfold against the backdrop of San Francisco's progressive, unpredictable, almost anything goes culture, and looking makes full use of the city's unique character, with filming taking place in more than 40 locations and in various neighborhoods throughout the Bay Area. A middle-aged Mary Ann returns to San Francisco and reunites with the eccentric friends she left behind. Tales of the City focuses primarily on the people who live in a boarding house-turned-apartment complex owned by Anna Madrigal at 28 Barbary Lane, all of whom quickly become part of what Maupin coined a logical family. It's no longer a secret that Mrs. Madrigal is transgender. Instead, she is haunted by something from her past that has long been too painful to share. Watch Tales of the City on Netflix. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Rescued after 15 years in a cult, Kimmy Schmidt decides to reclaim her life by venturing to New York, where she experiences everyday life with wide-eyed enthusiasm. On a whim, she rents a room from Titus, a gay wannabe Broadway actor who makes ends meet as a street performer in Times Square. The unlikely pair find they're well-suited to help each other out, with Titus reintroducing Kimmy to modern life and her providing him with the inspiration that you should never give up. Together, they'll make it through whatever life throws at them. Watch the series on Netflix. Noah's Ark. This drama series follows the lives and relationships of four gay men in Los Angeles. Noah is a struggling screenwriter who has started a relationship with Wade, who recently came out. Despite his friends' warnings about being romantically involved with Wade, Noah intends to make it work, regardless of what it takes. His friends include HIV educator Alex, who acts as the parental figure for the group and is in a long-term romantic union, promiscuous clothing store owner Ricky, who shuns traditional dating, and college professor Chance, who is beginning a domestic life with boyfriend Eddie and stepdaughter Kenya. Watch this show on Amazon Prime. Openly gay writer Russell T. Davies writes this drama exploring the many facets of contemporary seg culture. Cucumber delves into 21st-century gay life through Henry and boyfriend Lance. Though Henry and Lance live a comfortable life and are settled in their relationship, everything changes after a disastrous date night. The night, which ends in a death, a threesome, 2 police cars, and Boney M., shatters 46-year-old Henry's life, and he must move on to new pastures. Henry moves into a house share with unexpected roommates, handsome Freddie and 19-year-old Dean. Whether these new companions become his friends or foes remains to be seen. Watch the full series of Cucumber on Amazon Prime. The first season of The Politician is set at the fictional St. Sebastian High School in Santa Barbara, California. Peyton Hobart is running for student body president against the popular and athletic River Barkley. Peyton, under the direction of his ambitious friends McAfee Westbrook, James Sullivan, and Alice Charles, chooses Infinity Jackson, a cancer patient and victim of Munchausen by proxy disorder, to be his vice president. Meanwhile, River, under the direction of his girlfriend Astrid Sloan, chooses Sky Layton, a gender nonconforming black classmate, to be his vice president. Watch this on Netflix. In the original 8-season run of this groundbreaking sitcom, Best friends Will, a meticulous corporate lawyer, and Grace, a neurotic interior decorator, share a New York apartment after Grace leaves her fiancé at the altar. Will and Grace, along with their pals Karen, an outspoken socialite, and Jack, a free-spirited actor, face the highs and lows of life in Manhattan together. From relations, dating, and divorce to cutting cultural commentary, nothing's off limits, and all is fair game in this Emmy-winning comedy. Watch Season 1 on Amazon Prime. This crime drama, created by New York Times best-selling author Tom Rob Smith, follows the emotional journey of a young man as he tries to find the truth behind his lover's death. Ordinary man Danny begins a romance with MI6 code genius Alex, and they share a happy relationship before it is tragically cut short when the spy is mysteriously murdered. The suspicious death spurs Danny into investigating the circumstances that took place. Wise mentor Scotty guides the innocent soul through the shady world of espionage as Danny steps out of his comfort zone and into danger. Watch London Spy online with Amazon Prime. Los Angeles couple Brian and David have successful careers and a loving relationship and are ready for a baby. Just as they start to worry that they will never be blessed with parenthood, they meet Goldie, a waitress who has just moved to California with her precocious 8-year-old daughter to escape from her closed-minded grandmother and a life without a future. The guys quickly work out a deal with Goldie to become their surrogate, and in the process, the little group forms a unique family unit of its own. Watch the pilot episode for free on Dailymotion. Or you can buy on Amazon. Please like me. 20-something Josh is going through a number of big changes as he navigates his first decade of adulthood. After being dumped by his girlfriend, he comes to the realization that he is gay. After that shocker, he moves back into the family home to help care for his mother, who has previously attempted suicide. He later moves out and into a house with best friend Tom. With his life in disarray, big challenges await Josh in his immediate future, which are especially hard for someone like him, who with a natural aversion to drama and emotion. So he deals with it all, only in his own awkward, self-centered way. Don't ever wipe tears without gloves. The multi-award-winning series, as broadcast on BBC4 to mark World AIDS Day 2013. Rasmus arrives in Stockholm in September 1982, leaving his small-town upbringing behind him forever. Young and beautiful, he throws himself into the lively city's gay scene. When, on Christmas Eve, Rasmus meets Benjamin, a deep love ensues between them, and for a brief time their blissful happiness is uninterrupted. Around this time, inexplicably, young men start to get sick, then fade away and die. AIDS has come to Stockholm, and suddenly nothing can ever be the same again, even for Rasmus and Benjamin. Watch online on SBS On Demand. It's also available to buy on Amazon. The Line of Beauty. A young man becomes attached to a family that's not his own and casts himself into the life of plentiful riches and gay love affairs for which he seems destined. After Nick Guest comes to live with his college friend's family, he gets attached to them and comes across plentiful riches and gay affairs. It is perfectly cast and beautifully filmed. One of the best adaptations I have seen in a long time. Full of style and wit, it is a richly textured coming-of-age story set in London during a ruthless decade. The close-knit, Chicago-based O'Neills seem to be the perfect Catholic family, but when surprising truths come to light when the youngest son tells his parents that he's gay. Eileen, Pat, Kenny, Jimmy, Shannon, and Jody decide to let the honesty ring in a new, less tidy chapter of their story, where they all drop their carefully honed facades and discover the unexpected freedom that accompanies just acting real. Instead of being torn apart, the O'Neills find that their newfound way of life actually brings them closer together. Academy Award winner Dustin Lance Black executive produces this miniseries chronicling the real-life personal and political struggles, setbacks, and triumphs of diverse LGBT activists who played integral roles in pioneering their leg of the U.S. civil rights movement from its infancy. The story focuses on AIDS and LGBT rights champion Cleve Jones, women's rights leader Roma Guy and her wife, Diane, African-American community organizer Ken Jones, and transgender activist Celia Chung. following them from the Stonewall riots in 1969 through the AIDS epidemic of the 80s and beyond. When divorced gay dad Sean's 14-year-old daughter, Ellie, moves in with him full-time, he goes a little overboard in his eagerness to be the best father possible. To Ellie's relief, Sean's demanding job has him working long hours, preventing him from following through on all his carefully constructed homemaking plans. As Sean works to balance his career with raising a well-balanced child and dealing with his overbearing mother, he finds it's a challenging experience, but he's definitely up to the task. Watch this on Amazon Prime. Through 8 standalone stories, this series follows different aspects of LGBT life. Each episode focuses on the unique storyline of a diverse character dealing with life, loves, and losses. Scotty is a young lesbian dealing with unrequited love, while Dean harbors family secrets and has an affair with a mystery man from Newcastle. Sion is torn between her lover, Violet, and her overprotective mother, Vanessa. Helen has an ex who won't leave her alone. This is a companion series to Russell T Davies' Cucumber. Watch on the series on Amazon Prime. Ian McKellen and Derek Jacobi head the cast of the studio sitcom, centered around aging partners Freddie and Stuart, who have lived together in a London flat for close to 50 years. Having survived a time when being a gay couple was harshly frowned upon, they have learned to keep the outside world at bay, and their lives now consist of reading books, walking their dog, and, most of all, bickering at each other. Well, nothing can beat the shows like Queer as Folk. These shows were way ahead of their times. Queer as Folk UK is a 1999 British television series that chronicles the lives of 3 gay men living in Manchester's gay village around the city's famous LGBT area, Canal Street. It ran for 8 episodes, and a 2-part follow-up called Queer as Folk 2 was shown in 2000. Both Queer as Folk and Queer as Folk 2 were written by openly gay writer Russell T Davies. Based on the UK series and also writer by Russell T Davies, Queer as Folk USA is set in working-class Pittsburgh. The drama revolves around a group of gay friends and their relationships, careers, loves, and ambitions. Watch all seasons on Showtime Online. The Lair is an American gay-themed vampire television series. A secret, private gentleman's club of vampires tests the limits of the flesh. The Lair is set in a small island community, the exact location of which is unknown. Tom, a reporter for the local paper, is investigating a string of deaths of young men, known as the John Doe murders. His investigation leads him to a club called The Lair, which he discovers is run by a coven of vampires led by Damien. Damien is drawn to Tom because Tom is the double of the man who turned Damien into a vampire 2 centuries earlier. Colin, Damien's lieutenant, schemes to brick Damien behind a wall and take over the lair. Local lawman Sheriff Trout, also investigating the murders, finds his way to the lair. A shootout ensues in which Damien's human henchman Frankie is killed.
If you liked watching this video, then check out these 2 videos, or check out the description links for more videos like this.